So what we have discussed about the concept of variable declaration, where we provide the data type followed by the variable name and assignment operator which assigns a value. We saw that there are three categories of data type in Java: number, which could either be an integer or a decimal number. So integer can be declared as int, short, long. Decimal can be declared using float and double. We spoke about string, which is a collection of characters, and we discussed about boolean, which is effectively holds two values, true and false. Then we wrote down a program where we are trying to calculate area of a circle, where we have written down the pseudocode. Each statement of the pseudocode is generated into a programming syntax available in here. And when we run this program, we are able to fetch the radius associated with the circle. I hope you are able to try this out on your system now. Any questions in here? Anything which is not clear? Okay. So I am going to ask you guys to write down a program at your end. Write down a program which finds out the parameter of a rectangle. The syntax is 2 into length plus breadth. This is how you calculate the parameter of a rectangle. So before you write down this program, I would request you guys to first generate the pseudocode, and after that you basically write down the program. Please attempt it. done. Can you please share your code? Your Nadia, your code is correct. Great. In your statement, when you are saying int width is equal to 7, do not use this comment initialization. Okay. I think you have just copied pasted it and you were making changes there. So the comment in here, initialization is not right. Initialization is generally when we provide a default value, which is like 0 for integers, 0.0 for decimals, and so on and so forth. Okay, great. So we have been able to work with this program. Now we are going to understand the concept that we have seen in here, that as we were trying out this program, we have hard coded the values. For example, the radius value was hard coded, the length and breadth were hard coded. Okay. Now what we are going to do is we are going to provide some variable values in here. But how do we do that? So how do we ask user to provide values to the variables which we are going to use in the program? So what we are going to do is we are going to learn about a class called as the scanner class. It's a class which is available in the util package of Java. Okay. So scanner class is available in the util package of Java, and this class allows us to basically read information provided by the end user from keyboard. Okay. So scanner class allows us to read information provided by the end user from the keyboard, and then it is assigned to a variable. So how do we achieve that? For this, I'm going to show you a program where I'm going to basically calculate area of a circle by asking the user to provide us with information. So I'm going to write down an import statement which says import java.util.scanner. So the purpose of this is to allow us to import this scanner class in the program. So we say import java.util.scanner, where we import this class in here. Then we start with our class and our void main method. We create an object of the scanner class. So we say scanner scan. This is how we create an object, because once we have created an object, we are able to access the methods associated with this class, which we will require. We say scanner scan is equal to new scanner, and in bracket we say system.in. So scanner scan is equal to new scanner system.in. We declare our variable radius and area as 0, and we declare our variable pi, which we say final. The reason we are using final is because we are declaring it as a constant. Then we prompt the user by using the statement system.out.println to enter the radius. The next is we would like to read that radius which the user has entered from the keyboard. So we say radius is equal to scan.nextDouble. This statement will read information from the keyboard and convert it into a double value and assign it to the variable radius. So scan.nextDouble is basically going to read information from the keyboard, convert it into a double value and assign it to the variable radius. That is what this scan.nextDouble means. Okay. So scan.nextDouble is going to read information from the keyboard, convert it into a double value and assign it to the variable radius. Is this clear? So basically there are 3 steps, or let's note down the steps. You first import the scanner class. So you say import java.util.scanner. Then you create a scanner object. You tell the scanner object to be pointed to system.in. System.in basically points to the keyboard. So we are trying to say that the scan object reads information from the keyboard. So whenever there is information being read from the keyboard or being printed to the console, we have to understand it is always a string. But the radius which we want is a double value. So we say double radius is equal to scan.nextDouble. That means we would like to read the information being provided by the keyboard from the end user and convert it into a double value. So read info from keyboard, convert it into a double value and assign it to the radius variable. This is what this statement is doing. So are these 3 statements which we have written clear to you guys? This is what we are following whenever we are trying to get value from the end user. So before you fetch the value from the keyboard, you would like to prompt your user. So you generally say system.out.println, enter radius. So you are prompting the user to provide you with the value. Then you read it and assign it to a variable. Okay. Any questions in here? Okay. So now once your radius is fetched, you say area is equal to radius into pi. Then you print area of circle and you close the scanner object which you have created. So when you run this program, it is going to ask you to enter the radius. and then you get the area of the circle. So every time you run this program, you can basically provide new radius values and work with it. Okay. So I hope this aspect is clear to you guys. I'm sharing the code with you. Have a look at it. Try it on your systems. If you have any problem or concern, please feel free to let me know. Okay, please try it out on your systems. Let me know when you guys are done trying. Done? Okay. Any questions? So you can try out the same question or the same for the finding the parameter of rectangle where the values length and breadth have been requested from the end user. Find out about the parameter of the rectangle where you ask for length and breadth values from the end user. Will you guys be able to try out this program? Can you see how used import for util and creation of scan variable? Here you have this statement import java.util.scanner, and this is how you create the scanner variable. Import java.util.scanner, and this is how you create the scanner variable. Is this clear? Okay. So that's all we are going to learn today. I have given you guys a small question to try it on your own. So basically this is your assignment. So what we will be doing is after the session ends, I will be sharing the recording, the notes, the exercises which we have done in the class and the assignment with you all. So you can try out this assignment, and once you are ready with your answer, you can drop an email to the same ID with your code. And there is no timeline associated. Generally, we submit assignments before we meet next week. So I can evaluate it by that time and give you guys feedback. So do you have any questions for today? Was the pace okay? The way the class was delivered, do you have any feedback? Or do you have any concern which you would like to share so that we can have a better experience? Okay. So looks like you guys are comfortable. So thanks for your time today. I will see you guys tomorrow at the same time. I believe the class starts at your 7:30 a.m. EST, right? Okay, cool. Fine then. Thank you so much. I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Have a good day. Bye everyone. Bye.